love this ball. At the start of every video. It's fantastic. I was so ready for that. Alright, what are we talking about today?
I'm excited, also not excited because my team's out, but that's okay.
Yeah, me too. So now we can be completely unbiased in the rest of our results.
So now let's look at it. So with this coming up, let's look at it.
So now we have Bayern PSG.
Yep.
On one side, we have Haaland versus Man City.
Yep.
He's the one-man team right now in Dortmund. Then we have Porto versus Chelsea.
Okay.
Right? Porto famously coming off a big win versus Juventus. And Real Madrid versus Liverpool, which is going to be a super cool game because if I don't know if you guys know, but in 10 days time, Real Madrid has Liverpool, then El Clasico against Barcelona, and then Liverpool again. So their schedule is going to be super tough, especially in the tight La Liga race we are in right now. So no, the Euro's looking really good.
The champions.
Sorry, yes, the champions. We're excited for all the soccer. So much fun.
So yeah, let's go individual games. So starting off straight away on Tuesday. So we got I think Tuesday out of the bigger games with the champions is the bulk of the amazing game. KDB in form now too. KDB's on form as well.
Every player on that squad can score now, and that's been their only problem. So now they don't have problems going forwards. They have an insane backline. They haven't conceded.
Ruben Diaz and John Stones. Yep. The new invented line that he got. The biggest weakness before Pep was his defense.
Yeah.
And I think it's safe to say with Ruben Diaz and John Stones in the
they might be the best center back pair in the world right now.
For sure.
Club level, it's super solid.
It's scary. Mind you, Haaland is off form too.
We'll see.
After the World Cup qualifiers, 3 games, 0 goals for Norway.
Yeah, but that's
Norway.
You know, it's still Norway.
Yeah, it's Norway.
It's still Norway, and when he's back with quality around him, he'll definitely find the net. The question is going to be: is Man City going to be able to hold him back at all?
Yeah. For you that don't know, Haaland actually went for a tour. He went to Barca, Madrid, and then I think today or yesterday, he's touring London, so Man United, Man City, and Liverpool, and Chelsea. So he's going through Mino Real.
Scope out all the areas.
He's going through all of them. He's going through all of them. So
odds he leaves Dortmund at the end of the season.
Oh, for sure. And I think for me, if I was Haaland, I personally would go to a place where I'm going to get the most chances, the most goals possible, and that's Man City. If he
lands Man City, it'll be insane. I wouldn't mind him at Barcelona myself. I think we could use a strong number 9, and then we'd have a pretty complete team. But you know, the ball's in his court. We'll see how that goes. So what about the next game?
So the next game we got is Real Madrid Liverpool.
So what do you think?
So I honestly gotta say Liverpool, big blow for Real Madrid is Ramos is out.
That's right.
Both games. Ramos is out, but mind you, also we have a huge Van Dijk, Gomez. So, I mean, Benzema is
2 weakened teams right now. They're not in their prime.
Definitely 2 really weakened teams, but Liverpool has been playing a different team in the Champions versus the PL. So I don't know who I think will win. This one's that one's gonna be hard.
This is probably the closest game out of all 4 of the quarterfinals.
For sure. That's the neck and neck for sure. And another big transfer. Mo Salah said he's gonna leave at the end of the season.
Yeah, for Real Madrid.
So he's gonna
very interesting conflict of interest there.
So that's why I don't know if Haaland will go to Real Madrid now because of that.
Definitely not.
Because Benzema is still doing good. What if now? Oh, that's gonna be a stack team. But
that's gonna be interesting.
I think what's gonna be
I don't know, Real Madrid seems to be missing something until it comes to the Champions League. Both teams are in a similar situation where they're underperforming in the league. Both managers are struggling a bit, especially compared to, you know, how prestigious they are. Yeah. You know, Klopp is back to back, you know, best coach in the world.
Yeah, 100%.
So to be, you know, playing so poorly in the respective league is kind of worrisome. But both these teams, they always turn it up in the champions. So
for sure, and both being prior Champions League winners, right? Not too long was Liverpool, not too long was Real Madrid, right? And when you look at Real Madrid's team compared to when they last won the Champions League, I mean, obviously the big miss is now we got no Ronaldo, no Marcelo in the left back. But you know what? There's still big reinforcements on that team. So both teams will be, I think, not that nervy because they're very used to that type of scenario, being in the Champions League, being huge contenders. I personally want to go for Liverpool just because I want Real Madrid to win another one, and
that's fair. You know what? Then I'll go Real Madrid, even though they have a tougher schedule. I think they might be focusing more on the Champions League at this point. Zidane is known to do really well in the Champions League, and Real Madrid has that Champions League magic still. So
they do.
We'll see what happens. Let's see what the next games happen.
So the next games after is
Bayern PSG.
Bayern PSG.
Oh my gosh.
That's another neck and neck one.
Yeah, that's another one. That was the finals of the last Champions League. So Bayern are just monsters. They don't have Lewandowski right now, but I don't think, whoever says, no Lewandowski, no party, you guys are crazy, bro. Because Bayern Munich, oh my gosh, every single position is covered. They play as a unit. They play like monsters. They don't stop. It'll be tough for PSG to beat these guys right now.
See, I think the only biggest thing to me that would keep Mbappe at bay is Davies. If Alphonso Davies keeps up, because biggest thing he tore apart Barca was the pace of just being able to break that line so fast on the counterattack, so fast on the long balls and just catching them on the break. And the big difference between Barca's back line and Bayern's is that Alphonso Davies is unbelievable.
He's no dust. He's
no dust.
He's a monster, yeah. So
and honestly, I like Davies. He's Canadian. We're Canadian, so he put Canada on the map. If they win again, I would not mind because of Davies, but I want a new team to win, and PSG with the team they have, the quality.
Hopefully, this is the year where they can really take it all the way. So.
Because
so
Pochettino too, huge difference since last year's Pochettino's here. Pochettino plays Pochettino is very underrated as a manager, I'd say. Like people rate him, but he's always kind of forgotten to what he did with Spurs. So that's even Paredes against Barca was so good in just positionally he did his job. Paredes was very no one really kind of looked at what he did as kind of breaking the play for what Barca attacked.
Well, that's the one thing I think PSG might have a chance if PSG can disturb this flow of some cheeky fouls and getting in their face. They might have a solid chance. Keane is still Moise Keane. He's not
he's not that level yet.
No, he's not. I don't think he's championship ready.
And that's the thing. So here, let me see. I just want to see PSG's lineup, how they lined up against, let's say, Lyon. So, I mean...
They do have Di Maria.
They have Di Maria back. They had the Portuguese Danilo Pereira. So, I honestly think the game against Lyon and how they set up is going to be very, very similar to how they're going to set up against Bayern. They're going to have... The only one that is maybe...
Florenzi needs to turn up too.
Florenzi can be very on and go. He can be unbelievable on his best day. But also
shocking on his poor
So
days.
I think Neymar will be playing. Neymar played against Lyon. So I think if Ney plays,
he's ready then.
So I think if Ney, Mbappe, I think I would give it to Messi.
Yeah?
If Ney and Mbappe are there, and they're both, because last year in the finals was Ney doing too much and Mbappe doing not that much. It was Ney literally trying to create so many chances where he missed blunders. Mbappe missing. So I think this year Mbappe is. Got that.
He leveled up against Barcelona.
He leveled up heavy.
So maybe you know what? They have an argument. This is also a big 50-50 game. The only reason I think Bayern might edge it out is because they seem like such a well-oiled machine, and you can't really point out any weaknesses in their game as opposed to most teams. So. Yeah, we'll see about that one. That's a huge topic of discussion.
Yeah.
Now going into our final quarterfinals.
Porto Chelsea.
Who did you give it to?
Chelsea, 100%.
Chelsea, yeah. Tuchel has kind of changed Chelsea. They seem kind of unbeatable right now.
They do.
But Porto played really nice football against Juve. So.
I think it's just because Juve is so bad, and being a Ronaldo Juve fan, I know personally how bad we've been playing.
Yeah, but not to discredit Porto. Porto, you know, the way they move the ball around, they seem really sharp. They seem like a unit. They seem like they're all on the same page. So I don't think this is going to be an easy game for Chelsea whatsoever.
I think it's going to be very Porto playing unbelievably on the defense line. If Pepe is fit, they have a good chance of playing good counter-attacking. Now they have
Werner's been playing on the bench a little bit.
Werner, honestly, I don't know how he's always he's so wishy-washy right now. So
But I think he's an incredible athlete. I think what he brings to Chelsea is very different from what most players bring to Chelsea. He does make those runs. He does really work. His work rate reminds me of Griezmann a little bit. And he'll give you those assists. You know, the second he starts finding the back of the net, he's going to be a real friend, probably one of the best strikers in the PL. So I'm not too worried. Don't forget about my boy Giroud, though.
Giroud with the bicycle before.
Giroud with the bicycle, you know, he only scores screamers and worldies. So,
I mean, Pepe is a massive, massive loss. And
for sure, he's the heart of that defense. You know, he really organizes it.
Unbelievable.
He's a true leader there, so we'll see how that goes.
Because like I look at Porto's team and they have one of the players that's unbelievable. Oliveira is great.
So good.
He's so good in the mid. Jesus Corona, he's unbelievable in one-on-one situations. Very creative. Maraga's like that big guy you put in there, he kind of gets you in balls in the air. You got Taremi, who's Iranian, who's very not people much really know about him, and he's also very, very good. So I mean, it's gonna be a very interesting game. Porto has a lot to prove. They have that much pressure on them. Chelsea has all the pressure to be just walk through the next stage. The only team that can stop Man City is either Bayern or PSG. That's the only one. Yeah. I don't think anybody. I think it's gonna go. So if we had to round it up at the last, I think it's gonna go. I really want to say Bayern PSG. I'm so.
Bayern PSG. We know Bayern's gonna win. We want PSG to win, but we know Bayern's gonna win. Realistically, I think PSG is missing too many pieces to the puzzle. But I hope they prove me wrong. You know. But so right now I'm putting Bayern.
I'm putting PSG just because Ney's back, Lewandowski's gone. I don't know who, but Choupo-Moting in the middle and the striker. I don't know who's going to be that player to finish the goals for them. Who's going to... They got Sané.
They have everyone scoring the goals, though. Kimmich scores, Goretzka scores, Muller scores, Sané scores,
Gnabry
scores. You know, they're not missing any goal scorers on that team.
So let's say Bayern, and then a Bayern versus Man City. So a Bayern, I think it'll be Bayern, Man City, Chelsea, and then who's the last one? Liverpool. I'm going to put Liverpool. So,
yeah, me too.
So those are going to be to me. So those are our opinions over the next 4. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, in the comments below. Oh, I feel so gross saying that. Alright, well, it's been a pleasure of the Footy Brews.
Footy Brews.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Alright, catch you next time.